If you are overwhelmed by council tax and want some relief, you need to watch this.
Let's talk about a bill that lands on your doormat every single year. One you probably pay without a second thought, your council tax. But what if I told you that for millions of us, that bill is wrong? And that because of a deeply flawed system, you could be owed hundreds, maybe even thousands of pounds in savings and backdated refunds? Just take a moment and let that sink in. Over £7,000. This isn't some made-up number. This is a real quote from a real UK family who dug into their council tax and discovered they'd been overpaying for years. For them, this wasn't just a small rebate. It was absolutely life-changing. Now, I want to be clear. What we're about to go through isn't just a collection of internet rumors. This is a guide put together by the expert tax advisors at My Tax Accountant. They are one of the most trusted accounting firms in the UK, and they've helped countless people navigate this exact system to get back the money they were rightfully owed. So here's our roadmap. We're going to start with the shocking secret behind how your bill is calculated in the first place. Then we'll cover some quick wins, the personal discounts that could save you money right away. We'll look at who might be fully exempt. Then we'll tackle the big one, how to challenge your band and potentially lower your bill forever. Right, let's get straight to the heart of the matter. The entire council tax system isn't just a little bit out of date, it was basically built on a foundation of guesswork. And because of that, hundreds of thousands of us could be in the wrong band, paying far more than we should be year in, year out. It's a fair question, isn't it? I mean, how can an official formal tax system be so riddled with errors? Well, the answer isn't just one simple mistake. It's a story of a rush job that has left a legacy of errors we're all still paying for. You'll definitely want to hear this part. Just think about that for a second. Your council tax bill, right now in 2026, is based on a valuation, or let's be honest, a guess, that was made over 30 years ago. It's like trying to navigate London today with a map from 1991. It just doesn't make any sense, does it? And here's where it gets a bit ridiculous. The problem was that the people doing these valuations were under immense pressure. They were so rushed, they often didn't even get out of their cars. They'd literally drive down a street, glance at the houses, and assign a value. They were nicknamed second-gear valuations for a reason. And a lot of it was pure guesswork. Okay, so the system is a mess. We get that. But here's the good news. There are ways to correct it for yourself. And the very first and easiest place to look for savings is with personal discounts. Honestly, this is an area that catches so many people out. Now, most people know about the 25% discount if you live alone, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. The ones people often miss are the severely mentally impaired, or SMI, discount, and the disabled band reduction. These aren't always advertised loudly by councils, but they can be worth an absolute fortune. So let's be really clear about the SMI discount, because this is so important. A person must meet both of these conditions to qualify. They need a certificate from their doctor, and they need to be receiving one of the specific qualifying benefits. If someone in your household meets both these criteria, they are effectively invisible for council tax purposes, which can lead to a huge discount. And here is the real power of this. A successful SMI claim can be backdated. That means you can claim back all the years you've overpaid. This figure, £15,400, that was a real refund for one family. This is about getting back money that should have been in your pocket all along. And here's my tip on this one. The disabled band reduction is all about fairness. If you've had to adapt your home for a disabled adult or child, maybe you needed an extra bathroom, a wider doorway, or just more space for a wheelchair, you shouldn't be penalized with a higher tax bill. This reduction drops your home down a band, and it's something you are absolutely entitled to. All right, so we've covered getting a percentage off your bill. But what if you could wipe it out completely? Let's move on, because some households don't have to pay a single penny in council tax. Let's see if you're one of them. Now, if you're a student, you might be thinking, great, I'm sorted. But hold on, it's not quite that simple. For a property to be exempt, everyone living there has to be a full-time student, and the definition is very strict. You have to meet these specific criteria, so it's really important to check if you and your housemates actually qualify. And it's not just students. There are other really crucial exemptions. For instance, a home that's empty because the resident has moved into a care home or hospital is exempt. A property where every resident qualifies for that SMI disregard we talked about pays nothing. And a granny annex with a dependent relative living in it can often be exempt too. It's so important to check. Okay, stay with me because this next part could affect almost every single homeowner. Challenging your property's band is, without a doubt, the most powerful way to permanently lower your bill. And not only that, you could get a refund for every single year you've overpaid since you moved in. So, how do you do it? Let's make this simple. Imagine Alex, who lives in a flat in Manchester. First, Alex goes to the gov.uk website and finds their band. Easy. The crucial next step is checking the bands of identical flats in the same block, and bingo! The neighbors are all in band A, but Alex is in band B. That's a massive red flag. A quick check on an online calculator confirms the 1991 value also points to band A. Just like that, Alex has a strong case. And here's the best part. The thing that might stop people from even trying? It costs absolutely nothing to submit a formal challenge. Zero. You gather your evidence and submit it to the Valuation Office Agency. That's the government body in charge. You can do the whole thing yourself without paying a penny. Now listen up, because this is a really, really important tip from the experts. When you make your case, you are arguing that your home was put in the wrong band back in 1991. If you start talking about the beautiful new extension or kitchen you've just put in, you're basically making their argument for them. So keep all your evidence strictly focused on that original 1991 valuation. Okay, I want to shift gears for a moment and talk about a crucial safety net, because we all know that times can get tough. If you're in genuine financial difficulty and you're really struggling to pay your bill, there is help available. It's called a Section 13A discretionary reduction. It sounds a bit formal, but what it means is that every council has a special power to reduce your bill, sometimes even to zero if you're facing exceptional hardship. If you find yourself in that position, please don't suffer in silence. Contact your council and ask them about it. It's there for a reason. Right, let's bring all this home. We'll pull everything together with some final practical advice on claiming your money back, and just as importantly, how to stay safe from the scammers who will try and take it from you. Please listen very, very carefully to this. Your local council will never, ever call you out of the blue and ask for your bank details to process a refund. Ever. If you get a call like this, it is a scam. Hang up the phone immediately. Let me say it again. Your council will never phone you to ask for your bank details. So, to quickly recap, your bill is very likely based on a flawed guess from over 30 years ago. So first, check for those powerful personal discounts, especially for SMI and disability. Second, see if you might be fully exempt. Third, if you have evidence your band is wrong, challenge it. It's free. And finally, please remember, you must keep paying your bill while any challenge is ongoing. And of course, a quick disclaimer. This information is intended as general guidance to help you get started, but everyone's situation is unique, so it is absolutely vital that you get professional, tailored advice before you make any big financial decisions. And look, if this all feels a bit overwhelming, you're not alone. That's what the experts are for. The team at My Tax Accountant can walk you through the entire process and make sure you claim every single penny you are owed. All their details are right there on the screen for you. So I'll leave you with one final question. After everything we've covered today, are you 100% certain you're not overpaying on your council tax? It's a question that could genuinely be worth thousands. For more expert guides like this one, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for your time.